Hey everybody, it's time for another Tim Talk, as Jerry likes to call it. I'm going to try to do these maybe weekly, every Thursday. Apologize for the noise if there's a bunch of it. I'm in the car. I'm not driving. Elizabeth is driving. Say hi, Liz. So, you know, if we die in a fiery death, we'll have it on tape. But Jerry wanted me to do a talk on affirmations. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to try to keep it quick, but it's a lot to cover. So your brain is like a computer. It's very easy to program it. You just have to know how. Stop. You just have to know how to program it. If you're not programming your brain, somebody else is. There's constantly information being thrown at you, and that's going to steer you in a certain direction. I like to use the example of being a ship at sea. If you're not steering the ship, you're adrift. And if you're adrift, you don't know where you're going to end up. You have goals, you have dreams, you have aspirations, you have places you want to go, you have somebody you want to be. So you should be steering that ship. And the way to do that is to program your subconscious, so that when your subconscious is like the autopilot on that ship. So when you let go of the wheel and you go to bed and you go to sleep, you're still headed in that direction. Okay, so here's a classic example. I use this all the time. You ever notice when you buy a new car that as soon as you start driving it, you see that car everywhere? You're going to be taking a left up here. You start to see it everywhere. There isn't more of that car all of a sudden just because you started driving it. You're just noticing it now. Because right here, Liz, we are going to die. So there isn't more of that car all of a sudden. You're just noticing it because your subconscious is paying attention to it. It thinks it's important to you because you own one now. That's programming. We can do that with paying attention to money or opportunities to make it. We can do that with, you're good, opportunities to lose weight or to gain weight. It's all about our self-talk. It's about the language we put in our own head. Earlier today, I said something on Slack, on Fit Club, where I said, I don't remember what I said, but Jerry called me out on it, and he's like, you've already given up. You know, don't talk about how you're gonna cheat, or then you're programming yourself. You're doing it. So when you're trying to get one more push-up and it really hurts, don't say I can't. You're programming yourself to not be able to do it. You won't, because you don't think you can. You say, I can, even if you really can't. Say, I can, I think I can. That's what that story about the train going up the hill is all about. Programming himself. It's a subconscious affirmation programming. I think I can, and then you do. So when you're trying to get one more, you say, I can do it, and you get it. With regard to being fit, there are affirmations, and I've got a list. I'll share them after I post this video. But a list of things that you should say every day, and look in the mirror and look at yourself and say them, and try to attach to them emotion, because that helps it sink into the brain. If you can, try to shock the central nervous system a little bit. Take a cold shower and say them. This sounds silly, but stand naked in front of the mirror and say them. These weird things will help you intensify the message into your mind when you're saying it, and your brain, it's gonna hardwire that way. Okay, so you're gonna stay in this lane, you're gonna take this exit, and it's a strong curve, so you gotta slow down for it. So I'll provide you a list of the affirmations, but that's pretty much it. It feels kooky, it feels silly. I know some of the stuff I'm saying sounds crazy, but guys, this is what the most successful people in the world do. They self-talk. They program themselves. They invest a couple of seconds every day into telling themselves which direction they're gonna go. I've even seen people sit there and look at a pencil and say to themselves, pick up the pencil, and then they pick it up. And they say, put the pencil down, and they put the pencil down. Because what that does is it trains the will to listen. It programs you. Yeah, you're gonna take that exit. So that's it for tonight. I think we did that in under 5 minutes. And we're alive.